What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I'm your host, no middle name, and this is the Midnight Hour. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tap in, tap in, tap in. What's happening, everybody? What's happening? It's the Midnight Hour, baby. What's up, baby? I'm glad you tuned in. Stay with me, baby. Did you vote? Did you vote? What's happening, everybody? Tap in, tap in, tap in. It's the Midnight Hour, baby. It's the Midnight Hour. Did you guys vote today? Did you vote today? That's what I need to know. Did you vote? Huh? Did you vote? Did you vote today? Did you vote? That's all I need to know. What's happening, OKC? Did you vote? OKC, did you vote? Let me get comfortable real quick, man. Let's go. Turn up. This the Midnight Hour, baby. It's the Midnight Hour, baby. Did you vote? Did you vote? It's time. Hey, bro. Come on, man. Talk to me. You see it. You see. Did you vote? Did you vote? Huh? Did you vote? This the Midnight Hour, baby. All black until change. All black until change. Ain't shit change. Stay with me, baby. Did you vote? Did you vote? Yeah, let's argue. Come on, man. Let's turn up, baby. Let's go, baby. This is the Midnight Hour. I'm your host, no middle name. We do things a little bit differently. What is the Midnight Hour, man? We come to find ways to level up in your everyday struggle, in your everyday life. And I do things a little bit differently. So let's start it off with a quick prayer. Bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for waking us up this morning. Thank you for putting clothes on our back, food on our table, a roof over our head. Touch each and every person out there listening and subscribing right now. Touch each and every person out there still battling without power. Touch each and every person that has restored power. Continue to guide us, keep us, watch over us as we go down the path of righteousness. In God's name we pray. Amen. Each and every person out there is automatically blessed. Welcome to the Midnight Hour. I'm your host, no middle name. Have you subscribed yet? Have you subscribed yet? Have you hit the button? Hit that bell, man. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Oklahoma, what's happening, baby? Let's talk. Let's talk. Yeah, it's the Midnight Hour, baby. It's time to talk. Okay. What's today's topic? Today's topic is, did you vote? Did you vote? Don't get off. Don't get off. Did you vote? That's what I want to know. Did you vote? Anybody want to argue? I got time. I got time, baby. Did you vote? Oklahoma, talk to me. Talk to your boy. This is the Midnight Hour. We come to level up, baby. We come to level up. I'm your host, no middle name. We find in different ways to find it to that next level. And we starting it off with, did you vote? That's what I need to know. Tap in. I see you watching. I see you looking at me. Your comments is on the screen. Let me see something. Did you vote? That's my question right now. Did you vote? Did you vote? That's what I need to say. What's up? What's up? Everybody watching. Did you vote? That's what I need to know. Tap in. Yes. Okay. I see some yeses. I see a couple yeses. Did you vote? That's what we finna argue about, finna conversate about. Did you vote? We got time. Because I know you still watching the election, ain't you? You still watching the election? Because if you're watching the election, no middle name got it for you, baby. I got it on there for you. What we talking about? Let's see. By that. When I come to your town. By that. Yeah. Okay. Ain't nothing been said yet. We still arguing. We still arguing. It's the same 5 states. We still got the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. We still in there. We still battling, but that ain't what we come to talk about right now, man. This is the midnight hour, so we come to find ways to level up, make it to that next level. I'm trying to figure out, did you vote? I got a no on here, Texas here, and no, I didn't. Your ass need to stay on then. You need to stay on. I'm trying to figure out why you didn't vote today. You got a real reason you had to be at work all day? Because I'm pretty sure the job gave you an extra 2 hours to get to the polls. I'm pretty sure they did. So what you do with your 2 hours? Texas? What you do with your 2 hours, Texas? Huh? Took a smoke break? Yeah, it's that gas. It's that gas. We got that for you too. We got that for you too. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't on that. I'm trying to figure out what you do with your 2 hours. But talk to me, man. We got time. Did you vote today? I got some yeses. I got one no. Oh, they said they can't see him. My bad. Here we go. Texas. What you mean you didn't vote today? I need to know why you didn't vote today, because everybody got 2 hours. Everybody got 2 hours today. Why you didn't go for Texas? What's up? Talk to me. It don't matter. This is a day and age. What? That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. Give me a real reason why you didn't go vote today. It don't matter this day and age. It do matter. I'm on the midnight hour asking you why you didn't vote. Give me a real reason on why you didn't go vote today. Because you can't say the job, because the job gave you 2 hours to go vote. You can't say the kids, because I'm pretty sure they either at the house or at the daycare or wherever they need to be. So come on, man. Give me a real reason. A waste of time. A waste of time. Come on, man. You didn't vote today because it was a waste of time. That's your final answer. That's your final answer. That's your final answer on why you didn't vote today, is because it's a waste of time. Okay, well, we finna get on into it. We finna get on to it because they waiting and watching and understanding. Well, I done already prayed for your power. So I hope that everybody got power on. And if you don't, you're on your cell phone. So I'm pretty sure you found a way to get that charged up. So we finna discuss the midnight hour, man. I'm trying to figure out who voted today. And right now, Miss Liz says she did not vote today. So this is what we finna get to talking about. Let's see. Everything that needs to be said tonight, first and foremost, has to be real. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? They need to get off. No, she don't need to get off. She need to stay on. She need to stay on the page. Stay on the page if she didn't vote today. But first and foremost, anything that's being said today has to be real, because they watching. They watching the podcast, especially if it's got to talk about the election or voting or anything like that. It's got to be real. It's got to be real and not registered. And it's Lisa with the Z. Okay, got it, Miss Lisa with the Z. Even if you ain't registered, you can still walk in and get your vote put in. That's what I'm trying to say. So there's still no reason. You can walk into the ballot when they was having it, when it was still open. You can walk in unregistered and say, hey, I'm an unregistered voter. I'm of age. How do I vote? You can put your vote in right then and there. Still no excuse. Still no excuse. I need a better reason on why you didn't vote today, other than because it's a waste of time. Because we finna get into all of that. But it has to be true. Anything that's said has to be true, because like I said, they watching. They watching and looking and trying to see what's going on. So it has to be real. It has to be any false statements, anything that's a lie, they're gonna cut the broadcast. They're gonna cut it. So make sure we ain't telling no lies, because they watch it. Got it? Bet. You can't say age is a problem, because if you live in Oklahoma, you can be 17 and a half to get registered. Anybody that's 17 and a half out there that's watching and looking right now, if you 17 and a half, you can be registered to vote. You can be registered to vote. So I ain't trying to hear nothing about age. What else? Oklahoma? Yeah, we didn't already talk to Oklahoma. What? I need a real reason. She still ain't gave the reason yet. Okay, well, let's see. Once you get registered, you can go right into the area, right into the voting booth. It don't matter which one. You don't have to have your card yet, but that's what they would do. If you was to get registered, they would send you a voter's card to the mailing address that you sign up. So whatever address you put down, they sending it to you. It's going to show you where to vote at, what's your affiliation party, the whole nine. It's going to have all your information on there if that's the route you want to take. If not, you can go in there and they can handle that for you at the location. At the location, you check in. There's going to be somebody there to assist you once you get through the line, or once you speak to whoever you need to speak to, man. It goes down. You should have voted. You should have voted. You should have voted. Okay. Now, since Miss Liz still has not gave an answer, a real true answer on why she didn't vote, maybe it's a political thing. Maybe it's a political thing on why she didn't want to vote. Well, there are two major parties. I'm pretty sure y'all know that. It's red and it's blue. The red party is the Republican Party. The blue party is the Democratic Party. And then you have the in-between, which is the Independent Party. That's my real truth. Our government is corrupt. How can you say it's corrupt if you never placed your vote? I mean, it could be. It could be. Or it could be jacked up right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you are watching the election, even if you're not even involved in it. I'm pretty sure you're watching it. Yes. It's got everybody's attention. Yes. You don't want to be a part of that? Because I mean, right now, you are involved with the election, even though you might not like it or not. You're still involved with the election. Nope. So that's what I'm saying, bro. It's do you have children? Do you have a family? Where do you see, do you believe in your community? Do you believe in your neighbor? Do you believe in, I mean, yeah, it all goes on. You protect what goes on in your house, and you believe in what goes in your house, but you got to step outside every day. You got to come outside. Eventually, you got to go to the grocery store. Eventually, you're going to have to go to the bank. Eventually, you want that stimulus, you're going to have to come to the bank. You don't want to vote, but you'll take the stimulus. So I'm pretty sure you got that motherfucker and used it and did everything you was supposed to about it and everything. But you don't want to come out and vote. So that's what I'm saying, bro. We need to get back to the topic, bro. So like I said, maybe it's a political thing. There's a Democratic Party and there's a Republican Party. So they have different views. There is a party that believe in the vote. What you don't get? I do not get it. Get what? Why you voting? You don't get why you have to be out here voting? Bro, where's my man? I need my man X to tap in right now. 0 stimulus received. They probably know because you ain't been voting. That's probably why you didn't get it, because everybody got a stimulus. Everybody. I know people that shouldn't even got a stimulus that got a stimulus. I know motherfuckers that shouldn't even have got a stimulus that got a stimulus. So if you didn't get no stimulus, you was all the way out of bounds. All the way out of, because they was giving stimulus to everybody. Everybody got a stimulus. Shit. The only way you didn't get a stimulus is you had to be locked up, and you ain't locked up unless you on some extra shit. But everybody got a stimulus. If you didn't get no stimulus, that's because you was doing something different. I'm pretty sure you're getting up going to work every day. I'm pretty sure you're getting the bag every day. I'm pretty sure you out here getting it. Your identity was stolen, but it's still yours. You should still on her as Lisa Gomez. I can still see you, unless this ain't you. You on her somewhere. You still keeping your identification somehow. You still keeping your posting going somehow. Your social is still protected somehow. And even if your identity was stolen, they reported it the last time it was stolen. So from the last time it was stolen up till now, it's been under your name. Unless you ain't been using your credit, but yeah, well, I'm beside the name stuff. I can see who you is. Everybody out there can see you is. You said you didn't vote. I'm trying to figure out why you didn't vote. You got answers on the name and the first and last name. I got that. Lisa Gonzalez. I got it. Did you vote today? No. Why? You're gonna have to give me a better answer, because it's a waste of time. Since you got answers for everything else, I need an answer for why you didn't vote today. Because this is a real situation that's going on. It's a real situation that's going on. I'm pretty sure you live in Oklahoma, Miss Lisa. I'm pretty sure you live in Oklahoma, so I'm pretty sure you seeing it. I'm pretty sure you involved in everything that I'm being involved with. So I need to know a real reason on why you didn't vote today. Let me turn it down a little bit, because I don't want you to seem like I'm yelling at you. I'm not yelling at you, Miss Lisa. I'm just trying to get you to level up to that next level. That's all. Don't think that I'm yelling at you or hollering at you, because that ain't what I'm doing. I'm just feeling some type of way in the midnight hour, trying to catch a vibe. That's why I said I don't want to talk about political parties. We're not going to talk about political parties on which party you should be in, Democratic, Republican, this, that, and third, because I can care less on who's the president. I can care less on who's the president. It ain't going to change nothing of what goes on in the midnight hour. It's not going to change nothing of what goes on in my household. Who's president? That's not going to change nothing. That's not what I'm asking you to vote for. There's multiple items on the ballot to be voting for other than just who's president. A whole bunch of other stuff to go on. For instance, the 805, the bill 805 is to find inmates that have created lesser charges, not saying that what they done was right or wrong, but it's just a lesser charge. I mean, we all know the system. We all been, come on, man, let's be grown-ups. This is the midnight hour. We grown folks. This is some real shit. We talk about the real shit. 805 was a bill for the criminals. And some people are in there for some stuff they shouldn't even be in there for. Truly and honestly, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. And there are some people in there that have committed a crime, but have been given outstanding time for it. But I understand that you have committed a crime. We understand the punishment, and everybody has a punishment, and there should be due justice. I understand that part. But at the same time, there's a certain length and a certain time frame of going about it. 20, 30, 40, 50 years, man, come on, man. No, that's and that's what I seen in 805. If you was to say yes to 805, you would be saying yes to that lesser charge. Now, I understand that there is a family or a parent, a mother, a daughter, a friend that has, been traumatized by the situation. You know what I'm saying? Or being truly hurt by the situation. And I'm not putting that past nothing. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm saying the person that has committed that crime should not be given outstanding charges or outstanding time for that. And I understand that some people might not view that, or some people might not hear that, but this is the midnight hour. That's just how I view it. And that was one of the votes. I mean, I know people that's sitting down right now that has committed a crime that shouldn't be. They sitting there for time. They shouldn't be. It's too long. That's ridiculous. Come on, man. Let's go. I done my time. I done my punishment. Let's get out. Let's level up. Let's take it to that next spot. Let's take it to that next level. If not, bro, I'm just sitting in there and finding another way to adapt and cope to the situation at hand. So like I'm asking, bro, did you go vote today? That's what I'm asking, bro, because I'm pretty sure you know somebody that's doing some time, that's sitting down doing some time, that wish you can come home right now. Wish they can come home right now over something simple, something small that's being overlooked, that's being drug due process for no reason. Come on, man, that's what we're here for. And the people that's supposed to be out here, that's what the vote is for. I know you might not understand or see where I'm coming from, but you see they're getting off, but that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing, man. That's what the 805 bill was for. So there's other things on the ballot than just who's president. Like I'm saying, bro, like dislikes and dislikes. There's likes and dislikes. The people in charge are in charge for overseas activity, world activity. They don't have nothing to do with what goes in the house. That's not what I'm trying to get to. Who's the president has nothing to do with what goes on inside your home. You can drop the midnight hour. You can listen to the midnight hour. You can subscribe. You can get off. It's not going to change nothing. It ain't going to change nothing. But as soon as you decide to become a terrorist, create a terrorist attack, as soon as you decide to go overseas and go out of bounds, now you got to deal with them people. Oh, I ain't got to vote for that. I ain't going overseas no time soon. Okay, that's understandable, but there's other people that are, and that need your vote. And even if you're not voting for yourself. At least vote for your community. At least vote for your children. At least vote for your neighbor. If you don't want to vote, because I know people that I hang with all the time that have children, that have friends, and man, bro, come on, man. That's what the vote means to me. Like I said, I don't believe in who's the president. I mean, yeah, I do go and vote. I go and pick a side. I do go and make my voice heard, but I don't really care about who's the president, because that's for them to, they still debating about that. That's for them to decide. I put my vote in. Now they gotta count it up and do what they need to do for that. But as far as what goes on in Oklahoma, now I think my voice definitely needs to be heard now. What goes on in my city? Oh, I definitely need my voice to be heard now. What happens on my street? Man, come on, man. And if you are living in this state, the same state that I'm living in, you can't sit here and say that your voice don't need to be heard, especially if you got children. If you got children, that you need to be voting. If you have children, you need to be voting. Your vote counts. Your vote counts. Your vote counts, man. If you're sitting here with children, trust me, your vote counts. If you don't believe me, it does, because they had the next question on the ballot was, do you want to raise tobacco tax for and the extra tax would go towards the school? And Oklahoma said no to that. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on. You know good goddamn well y'all pulling up buying packs. They already $10. They already $10. 30 more cents ain't gonna hurt. 30 more cents is not gonna hurt, man. Come on, bro. And then that tax could be going towards your school. So now I don't have to take out an extra tax on your home. I don't have to take an extra tax out on your insurance. I don't have to take an extra tax out on your grocery. I don't have to take an extra tax out on your mortgage. See what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? But at the same time, you didn't vote. So technically, whatever you got going on or whatever you got to say about the situation don't have nothing to do with this, because you didn't vote. You didn't vote. So yeah, I guess I'll see you in 4 years. How? Because that's what they see. That's why they say. See your base goals for every 5 years. See yourself how do you see yourself in 5 years? Since you didn't vote, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Since you didn't vote, she didn't got off by now. I'm pretty sure she didn't got off by now, because she ain't said nothing in a while. So I'm pretty sure she didn't got off. But you in 5 years, where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself if Donald Trump was president in 5 years? Where do you see yourself if Joe Biden was president in 5 years? See what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about? Now you starting to understand where the vote come in at. You starting to understand where, even if it don't matter who president, right? It don't matter. But I mean, is the situation gonna be the same? I'm gonna be the same in 5 years, regardless who president. Not if one president decide to do a nuclear attack. He decided to let the missile off in 5 years. You'll be a damn zombie. You be. Come on, man. I don't want you to seem like I don't want you to seem like I'm hollering at you or mad. I'm just trying to figure out in Oklahoma. I'm talking to Oklahomans because I'm seeing them. Everybody on here got to be from Oklahoma. Oklahomans only. Y'all see what's going on in our cities, in our communities, bro. Look at your community. Yeah, you got your household, you balling, you got everything in your house that you need. You can take a trip when you want to. You can post on social media when you want to. Got it. But then at the same time, well, what about outside your house? What about after that? What about when you make it to the stop sign? But because you can get killed just driving to the stop sign. Yeah, but at the same time, the Republicans is the ones that's pushing the guns forward. The Democrats is the ones that's saying we all need to be together and to be a community. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So I don't really care who's president. I'm looking at the situation of what's going on in my community and what's going on in my neighborhood and what's going on up and down my street, and I'm basing my votes on that. If you ever voted before, you can see the ballot. I put the ballot up on my social media. You can see the ballot. At the top of the ballot, they have a choice where you can just choose, I'm going all Republican. All my choices will be Republican from here on out. I'm a Republican up and down, and that's just how I feel. Second one, you can be Democrat up and down. That's just how I'm going to be up a Democrat. Or you can go through and actually find a little research and do a little research on the people that you voted on and make a wise decision based on your future for yourself and your family and your community. Come on. That's just what I'm seeing, because I mean, y'all just seen what just happened to the kids. You just seen what happened to our children. I don't know if y'all missed that, but bro, I know y'all just seen what happened to our children, bro. What just happened to the kids was ugly. That, to me, that was ugly, bro. They consolidated our schools. All the schools that I know have been shut down. Any school that I know or affiliated with or been known have been closed down, shut down, vacant, and put everybody into one school, and then turn around, and then the coronavirus happened, and now we only going to school for 2 days out of the week, and it's got to be virtual. Like, whoa, bro, wait a minute. Whoa, what just happened? What just happened? Oh, it's the coronavirus. I'm not even finna put it on the coronavirus, because we could still be going to school. We could still be out doing our everyday. If that was a vote, everybody wouldn't get out and vote. If they would get out and say, this is what we should do about the coronavirus, I think y'all should get out and vote for it. Would you get out and vote? That's my question right here, right now. They just had an election. Everybody got out and voted. If they was to have a vote and ask y'all, what would we do about the coronavirus? Would you vote? We can either A, fight it, to send all our research, send all our money to fight the coronavirus. B, we can try to live with it. Or C, we can try to half and half it. Them is the only three options we get. And then right now is your chance to come in and vote and say what we gonna do about it. Are you gonna come in and vote? I got a couple of y'all. What'd he say? Pushing hate, bro. That's what we need to get back to. Get back to the love, man. Get back to showing love. That even though we are distant and we have our own views, we have our own opinions, we believe in our own thing, we still gotta love each other at the end of the day. At the end of the day, before we wake up in the morning, no matter who's president, bro, we still gotta be able to get up and love each other at the end of the day, bro. I got a Trump supporter down the street. I'm talking about, she got flags up and down the driveway. It's blowing. I'm talking about the whole driveway got a flag in it. The whole yard got 100 flags in it. Trump everything, banners and posters, and barely can get up and down. And she got to park in the street. She got so much Trump stuff. She got to park in the street. But at the end of the day, I pray for everybody on my neighborhood. I pray for everybody on my block. So I pray that she make it to tomorrow, just like I'm trying to make it to tomorrow. I hope that she eating and her lights is on and her bills is paid and that she's safe and don't no harm or nothing come to her, even though she going for Trump. I hope don't nothing bad happen to her. I hope don't nothing happen to her. I hope nothing evil come about it. You know what I'm saying? I hope that she make it to tomorrow. I hope that she still can progress and manifest and make it to the next day. That's all I'm saying. We still got to be able to show love, man. We still got to be able to show love. Voting is not going to change what happens in our neighborhoods. How come not? How come not? The first vote was 805. 805 was the first vote. And 805 was to bring people home on petty crime. On petty crime. How won't that help our neighborhood? There's a lot of daddies out there that done some time. That's doing time now. that can come home on petty crime. It's a lot of mothers that's out there doing time right now that can come home on a petty crime. And like I said, I'm not trying to downplay the family, the victim, because I mean, a crime is a crime and it was still committed and they still found you guilty. And I'm not holding that at all. But at the same time, I don't believe in 20, 30, 40, 50 years. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in the death penalty. I don't believe in giving somebody 50 years. I think if they do a crime and they have committed the crime and been found guilty, yeah, they should do punishment and, you know, be held accountable for their actions. But I don't think that you should be a prisoner of your crime for 50 years. I don't think that you should be a prisoner of your crime for life. No, bro. And I mean, that's just how I feel it, bro. I mean, I make change every day. I mess up and I do wrong every day, but I'm not going to jail and being a prisoner for it. I mess up and I fall short every day, but I'm not being, you know, 3 hots in a cot for it. I'm not being confined to 6x8 for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel, bro. I just wish that more people felt the way I felt and viewed the way I viewed about it. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the elections, and how that won't help our neighborhood. A daddy come home, a mama come home, a cousin come home, a brother come home, uncle come home. How that's not gonna change the neighborhood? How that won't change the neighborhood, man? Now, as far as the president, yeah, I understand the voting for president, that ain't gonna change the neighborhood, but at the same time, it could, because the things that the leadership is putting out, the things that leadership puts out is being seen by foreign countries, national countries, by people overseas. Like, I can have this podcast, me and you can talk and sit down and have this conversation on the podcast, and you see it, bro, only 5, 6 people watching, 10 people watching this. You know what I'm saying? Who sees this in China? I hope to get this been played in China, but who gonna see this in China? Who gonna see this in Japan? Who gonna see this in Africa and in Australia? I don't know nobody that's gonna see this. So anybody that's trying to level up on the midnight hour that I'm trying to talk to in Japan ain't gonna see this, or probably even understand what I'm saying. But you see what I'm saying? Who gonna see this? But I bet you they watching the election right now. I bet you they trying to see who's in charge right now. Why? Because as of right now, Donald Trump represents America. No, he don't represent me. He might not represent you personally. Yeah, but you not talking to the Chinaman. You're not talking to the Chinese man. Whatever his name is, bro. You're not talking to him. So if he decided to be like, all right, well, bro, I done had enough of your shit. I done had enough of your shit, bro. I done had enough of the talkings and the smirkings that you got going on, and all the little smart ass comments that you got, and all the little Twitter back and forth. Bro, come on, bro, pull up, my nigga, pull up, bro. Like, come on, bro, you ain't nothing but on the other side of the globe. The world rotates every day. You can shoot in the air, and I bet you somebody in Japan get hit. If you shoot in the air, where did the bullet go? Because niggas, that's what happened back in the day. Niggas used to bust in the air. I think they stopped doing it, busting in the air, because niggas bullets was, I don't know. Well, when you bust in the air, where do it go? Who knows? I don't know. But if you shoot a rocket in the air, it's gonna go to another side of the country. I know that. But at the same time, that ain't gonna make a difference in your neighborhood, though, right? But if he decide to let off the nuclear attack, it will. That definitely will. That definitely will make a change in the neighborhood. Definitely will. And like, the lights just went out, bro. Just imagine. Just because I'm pretty sure Oklahoma being without lights hit national news. I'm pretty sure the state of Oklahoma going powerless and being without lights made national news. Why? Because we got Tinker Air Force Base, we got Lawton, we got Fort Smith. And that's our air defense coming out the middle of the state. Come on, think about it. And you stay in Oklahoma and you don't even know about the military bases that's on your state. Come on, man. Come on, man. If Tinker went power, do you even know if Tinker went powerless right now? If Tinker went without power, what would happen? We would be defenseless in the middle of the country. We would be defenseless in the middle of the country right now, bro. Come on now, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. If you think I'm lying, bro, look it up. Look it up. If Tinker was to shut down right now and go powerless right now, bro, I'm pretty sure Oklahoma going powerless made national news. Made national news. And bro, what? I bet you that Chinaman looked it up. I bet you that German looked it up. But that ain't got nothing to do with all of this. This ain't nothing to do. Come on, man. You got to expand your mind, expand your thinking. Come on, man. In order for police brutality to change, I'm pretty sure go get at that captain. Go get at the captain, the chief, the colonel in charge, the police colonel, and we got a black one. Man, come on, man. And we just voted a black police officer into commission today. Shout out to my man Tommy Johnson, man. Shout out to my man Tommy. Tommy, I got a proposition for you, bro. You looking to work on our community? You want to see how we can get it changed? Go vote, bro. Go vote, man. We got a black man as a police deputy, police chief. We have a black male African-American police chief now. Ain't never been done in Oklahoma. They just said a red state. They just said something about a red state. And now we got a black police chief that's not finna be railroading niggas in the state. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. That only comes with voting. That only comes with voting because each one of my ballots was getting each one. The last one's up out of here. All of my ballots was saying, get out. Bye. Each deputy colonel chief that came about, bro. If I've been seeing Oklahoma, because Oklahoma and then Kevin Stent get up on the news and say it don't happen in Oklahoma. Like, come on, bro. I didn't been involved with the police. I ain't been involved with the police over nothing, bro. That police, I'm coming down the street. The police pulled me over because they trying to figure out who's driving the car. That's all they wanted to know is who's driving the car, bro. I was driving the SRT8, the Dodge Charger SRT8, fresh off the lot, bro. I just got it. It's me and my brother in the car. We driving and we headed back to the house. I'm ready to show it off. I just got it. I'm ready to show it off. And they like, bro, it's got the paper tag on it. Let's pull them over and see why. Like, but that's all. That's it, bro. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't doing nothing wrong, bro. He pulled me over just to see who was driving it. That's it. The first thing I did when I got it on is I put 10 on the windows, 5% 10 on the window, so they can't see who in it. They can't see who in it, bro. I pulls up, and that's all he wanted to see. Let me see your license and registration. And the first question I ask is, bro, what's this for? What is this for? What are you pulling me over for? I ain't even doing nothing. I'm got the speed limit going. I got my cruise control set. I'm chilling. Me and my brother, we just vibing in the car on the way to the house. Well, let me see your license and he just kept asking for license and registration. So I got it. So I give it to him. It's nothing. I ain't no need to make something out of nothing, make it more than it really is. So I give him my license and insurance and let him discuss it, what it needs to discuss. And then he go back to the car and put it all in. He come back with his partner. And I'm like, what's up, bro? My stuff should be good, bro. I'm good. And like I said, he comes back with his partner. So the partner he comes on the other side and he like, let your window down so the partner can see in. Like I said, I got 5% on the window. So I let the windows down. It's nothing. And the partner sees a blade. I got a knife on my hip. Man, I got a knife. It ain't nothing but a little 2-inch blade. It got a blade and a screwdriver on it, bro. It's a little Swiss Army knife, bro. That's all it was. I had a Swiss Army knife on my hip. And the partner is like, hey, what's that on your hip? I'm like, bro, it ain't nothing but a knife. He like, take it out so we can so I can see what it is. And I'm like, we not even here for that, bro. If I'm here for a speeding ticket, give me the speeding ticket. If not, then push me on my way. And my brother reaches for it and tries to give it to him. I'm like, nah, bro, don't. You ain't gotta give him shit, bro. We just getting a traffic stop. Give me my stuff and keep me going on about what I need to be going on, bro. And I'll be on my merry way, bro. I ain't even know nothing. And the officer was mad. He was mad, bro. Open up the door, snatch me out the car. You don't need to be talking like that. It's that. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? If this is for a traffic stop, to give me the traffic stop. If not, send me on my way. He like, well, I ran your license and insurance, and it's showing that it's paid up for a year now. I'm like, okay, what does that got to do with anything, my nigga? He like, well, where you get the money from? Is this your daddy car? And where you got, bro? I'm like, what? That ain't got nothing to do with none of this, bro. You need to just give me my license and send me on my way. Next thing you know, bro, he's slamming me on the car, bro. He just slammed me on the car, bro. They handcuffed me. I'm talking about they handcuffed my wrist till it was damn near bleeding. My shit is bleeding, bro. My shit bleeding. He got them on tight. They throw me in the back of the car. They trying to run a deeper background investigation and all that shit. They trying to do all that shit. And at that time, I'm in the Army. See, I didn't tell him none. I didn't tell him none of this shit. But at the time, I was in the Army. That's how I paid for it. Nigga, I was in the Army. I had money. Nigga, I could have bought it. Nigga, that's why all I had was a car anyway. I was standing in the barracks. All I had was a car. So shit, everybody I knew was in some fat shit. I got some fat shit too. So fuck y'all. And that's all I seen it as. That's all I seen it as, bro. This is my car. I ain't tripping, nothing like that. It's paid off. Bro, he threw me in the back of the car, nigga talking shit and all that. So me being in the military, I know the lingo that he was speaking on when he get on the intercom. Oh yeah, dispatch, I need a 3-1 spec on a 105 Bravo. We looking up Mike Charlie Alpha Golf Romeo Yankee. And I'm like, bro, why you calling my shit in? Oh, we just trying to check. All right, well, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Lady get on there. She talk it down. Come back. He good to go. He good. I heard dispatch. Yes, everything is checked out and everything is good to go. I'm saying, bro, everything is good. Now let me out and send me on my goddamn way. I ain't did nothing wrong. Ain't did nothing wrong. All right, go ahead. And I the reason why I say that story is because, bro, it's been going on since then. That happened in 2009, 2010. 2010, bro, and bro, he gets on talking about that don't happen in Oklahoma, bro. That happens in Oklahoma. Police brutality happens, but now we have a black chief in charge. We have somebody in charge that understands the life we live and the life that we go through, and the only way that is even happening is through voting, bro. Only way that that's happening is through voting. Only way that's happening is through voting. So shout out to my man Tommy for being there for the time it came, bro. Because I sure had your name called, bro, from the last since I've been voting. I've been getting them all out, waiting for one to come in. Now we got one in, bro. I got a proposition for you. So I hope you stay tuned. I hope the people that subscribe and is listening. We are trying to talk about voting and why voting changes things and why it should change and why it shouldn't change. And that's what I think. I think voting does change because now we have a black chief in the police commission now, and that only comes through voting. So I got a proposition. If we come together and put our money together to save our young black youth through the age of 13 through 18, we need to come with a program or a system to try to save our black youth through the age of 15 through 18. And that's what I'm imposing. And the proposition or the project that I have or that I believe in that can actually work is technical training. The same training that they would get at a Votech or a not a Boys and Girls Club, but a Job Corps or Votech, some training like that, bro, where they can actually be taught a skill or adapt a skill and actually use that skill. Because I mean, bro, I understand that life is hard and especially being black, I know the black life is hard, and I know that there's a lot of different obstacles that we have to go through and overcome in order to make it to that next level. But it's 2020, guys. 2020. We can't keep saying that, bro. We can't keep saying that, man. I'm sorry to say it, but we can't keep saying that. We can't keep saying it's the white man's fault and he's stepping on our neck and they won't let us come out and that, bro, it's over, bro. That's over, man. That's over. So I'm not gonna push it any more further than that. If you want to catch the next one or the podcast where I'm talking about it, we can get more into that. But that's what I impose, some technical type of training for the ages of 13 through 18 that's dealing with the crisis of the Black life. And y'all know what I mean, to keep them from doing the drugs, to keep them from that's that gas, to keep them from doing the drugs, to keep them from doing the different things and taking that different route or that different path, man. I anything to work, man. So I say at 13 to 18, before they decide to jump off the porch or decide to start selling or banging or whatever it is, man, I impose that we try to get them a technical trade. Try to find them a technical trade that they can be more hands-on, because that's really why they're doing it anyways, because they really need some money in their pocket to help provide, to help support. That's it. And I felt like I didn't learn as much as I needed to learn by 5th and 6th grade. Because, I mean, what happened to Are You Smarter Than a 5th grader? We still have that show. And, I mean, by 5th grade, you have the concept or the wherewithal to know what's going on. So once you come into the program, first thing that we do is going to give you just a little quick test to see how much you know, how much you understand and willing to put out. And if it's enough to go into that trade that you're willing to do, bro, let's go. Let's handle it. Let's get it done. And that's what I impose for the youth within that age group, bro. So that's how I see voting changing our community. That's how I see it changing our community. And I don't even think that would even be heard without voting. Now that I'm saying, bro, I didn't vote. Me personally, I have. I feel like I have personally voted the black man in, because on my ballot, I have been saying get all the other guys out, all of them out. And then when he finally came up, bro, I seen it. I read up on him, seen his views and how he felt, and bro, I was with it. And he's in there, bro. So Tommy, look him up, bro. Tommy Johnson, chief officer now, new, first ever elected black deputy, black police. What is it called? I can't even think of it. Deputy. But I felt like I had something to do with that personally. I wish I could have done more as far as the 805, because it's people out there that is wishing I could speak for them, man. There's people in there right now sitting down feeling that they done something that shouldn't be as long as the time that they getting, bro. And they waiting for a subpoena, waiting for a mistrial, waiting for come on, man. They letting people out now. They just passed the weed law. Everybody got out with the weed. Now. So, I mean, I think if it's not as petty, if it's something minor, if it's something small, if it's not as violent of a crime, I think it should have been passed, bro. 805. So 805, if you are in charge of the 805 bill, try to push it again, man. It was 60-40, but that's because a lot of people didn't understand the bill. A lot of people didn't understand what was going on and what they were actually voting for. So I think if 805 actually comes out again and makes it more known for the reason the bill is out, I think it would get a better feedback on the 805 bill. As far as the 814, we gotta do something different, Oklahoma. On one hand, y'all want to be mad and be upset and be talking about what the teachers is doing and what we need to do as far as our school. Well, they just gave us the bill. We could have used some of the tobacco tax towards our schools. And y'all said no. Cigarettes is $10. Sticks then went up. Swishers went up. That tax money could have went towards the schools. And everybody said no. So I guess we're going to find another way to try to rebuild our schools. Last but not least, I hope y'all been paying attention on what's going on in our city. Come on, bro. The highway is still not complete. It's still not done, bro. The highway is still not done. Come on, man. But I see 15th is coming about. I-35 northbound. That didn't got redone. 35 south going to Norman. All of them is getting done, bro. But our major highway in the middle of the city ain't even being touched. Ain't even being touched in the middle of the city. It's still sitting there. We still, come on, man. It's coming along, I guess. But that comes with voting, because at the end of the day, it had what? It was about 5 or 6 different projects that was on the bottom of the screen that it wasn't on my ballot. It was about Project A, Project 1, Project 2, Project 3, Project 4, Project 5. It was like 5 or 6 projects that was on the TV screen that was voted for that I don't think I voted for. And I want to know what those projects was, because if it's got to do with some rebuilding, that's what I want to be paying my taxes on. That's what I want my tax money to be going to, some of these streets, some of these school programs, some of these after school programs, some of these help learning programs, some of these mental issue programs, because that's what's starting to, we didn't cut our mental issue. We didn't cut our mental program. Oklahoma City, I don't know if y'all know that, but Oklahoma City has cut the funding for mental health. Come on, man. That's what voting does, man. That's what voting does. And if you're not voting, the ones that are voting is getting majority of the vote. And that's what you see. That's what you see in the last election. The last election, you seen a landslide, a majority vote, a one side all. And I'm pretty sure everybody that got out to vote all feels the same way. There's no way that this man can continue to go another 4 years in office. Period, point blank, bro. There's no way. I mean, he could be, praying and reading his Bible and whatever the case may be. But as far as representing the American people for another 4 years, that can no longer happen, bro. And that's just what I'm on, bro. They created the virus in the lab. I mean, the coronavirus, I ain't even tripping. I ain't even worried about the coronavirus. I mean, I got my mask and I wear the mask, but that's because everybody, that's just what it is. That's what's mandatory. You can't go to school unless you got your mask on. You can't go to work unless you got your mask on. You can't go into Walmart unless you got your mask on. And if you do, they're going to be tripping on you and all. And I ain't got time for that, bro. So it ain't nothing for me to just throw the mask on. But I don't believe there's a coronavirus. Personally, period. I don't believe it. I don't believe there's a coronavirus. I'm talking about Oklahoma only. Oklahoma has almost 1,000 cases of the coronavirus. I have not seen one video. I ain't seen one person say they got the corona. I mean, I didn't see a tweet. I didn't see a Facebook post. I didn't see somebody get on here and be like, yeah, I got the virus, guys. I got the virus. I'll see you in 10 days. And then they come back on Facebook in 5 days like, oh, I ain't got it no more. I'm back. Where the party's at? I'm back. Like, bro, come on, man. Come on, bro. If the coronavirus was as bad as they say it is, and you get it, you should be having chest pains. You should be having diarrhea. You should be in quarantine for damn near the whole month. You know what I'm saying? You should be not near your kids. You should be by yourself. And if you asymptomatic or be symptomatic, bro, if it was as bad as it is, everybody should have came in and got tested. Some people that had it and died. I mean, like, come on, bro. Now, see, when it get to something like that, to where it's a person that didn't had it and died, you're gonna have to let me see that report, bro. You're gonna have to let me see that autopsy report, bro, to let me actually see that the coronavirus was the reason for it. I mean, and then you're gonna look at the report and that was wrote up. That was wrote up, but I still don't believe it, man. I still don't believe it. They probably in there. They coming out telling you, but I need to hear the mama. I need to hear the mama of the child of the person that died from. Let me hear the daughter. the daughter of the day that died from the coronavirus. I need to ask her where was she when she got the news? She was out in the waiting room. She was in the waiting room. They just came and told her like, "Hey, he got the coronavirus and he's gonna pass from it." Or he actually, you actually see him like, bro, he was having chest. Let me hear that video. Let me hear the video. Like, bro, I seen it. He was having chest pains. He was shitting everywhere. He was having diarrheas. He couldn't eat. He couldn't keep his food down. He was having bowel movements. He was asymptomatic. He was bleeding. His eyes was pussy red. His face swollen. That's what I ain't seen that shit, bro. I ain't seen that shit. I just seen some posters and some, bro, and like I don't believe it, bro. I don't believe it, especially if it's everywhere. If it's so many cases of it and it's so much of it around and people's dying from it left and right, bro, we should be at the point where if it's that bad, the coronavirus is that bad, bro, we need to be lined up in Walmart and Target having checks, bro. We need to be lined up at Chesapeake and at the Ford, at the Cox Center and at the new the downtown. We need to be lined up, bro. I need everybody checked. If the coronavirus was that bad, I need because everybody came to come vote. Everybody came to vote, didn't they? 2 million people came to the voting centers to come vote, right? Then come to the voting center to get checked for the coronavirus. Everybody. So that way we know we got a clear number of who got it and where it's coming from. Until that happens right there, you ain't gonna catch me believing in there's a coronavirus. And then until they line everybody up, because you could be asymptomatic and I'm gonna send you an email and you just go home for the day. I'm gonna send you an email, okay? And go home and I'm gonna send you a letter saying that you got it. And then in 12 days, if you ain't passed away, then I guess it's gone, and then you'll be symptomatic. Like what? Like, come on, bro. We didn't had the flu. Niggas done had the flu, and you know signs of the flu. You didn't reported the signs of the flu. You know, like, bro, mucus is gonna be built up. You're gonna be sneezing, and bro, you barely can breathe, and you're gonna be coughing, and throat gonna be sore, and bro, you know signs. It caused so much. You can clearly state that the signs of the flu is what caused death. It's on the report. Come on, man. Come on. I'm not young and I'm not dumb. I was young and dumb at one point in time, but I'm not anymore. So you're gonna have to really give me some information that's gonna make me believe that. And it's about to get cold. It's about to get cold, and germs spread faster. Now, I believe germs spread faster when it's colder, because everybody seems to be sick when it's cold. Everybody ain't sick when it's hot. Everybody don't get sick when it's hot. Everybody gets sick when it's cold. So that's just how I feel, bro. And that's just why I feel that your vote counts, man. Your vote counts. Even if you're not voting on who's president, you can vote on who's your councilman, who's your chairman, who's the governor in your state, who's calling out all these policies and politics, especially for the kids, bro. Like I said, ain't nobody coming out and voting. Ain't nobody coming out and voting. So whatever happens with the children is gonna happen. Whatever happens with the children is gonna happen, since ain't nobody coming to vote for the kids. Kids can't vote for themselves. You can't vote until you're 18. So, like I said, bro, it's 4 years. Where do you see yourself in 4 years, 5 years? 5 years. How do you see yourself with Trump being president in 5 years? How do you see yourself with Biden being president in 5 years? Come on, man. That's why voting is so important, man. Voting is important. I know at times I can crack jokes and I, talk shit and have my little laughter here and now and then, but bro, voting counts, man. Voting counts, bro, for your commitment. How do you know that voting counts? Look at the TV screen. Look at your commercials. What do you see on the commercials? When you, I said probably if you on your phone, look up and tell me what commercial's playing right now. I'll wait, because I already know what commercial's being playing. But I'll wait. Tell me what commercial's on your TV right now. I got 3 people watching right now. 1, 2, 3. Look up, see your TV screen. What commercial just popped up? Help me out, baby. Help me out. What's commercials on your TV right now? Help me, baby. Help me. Come on. It's the midnight hour. We leveling up. We leveling up. You watching TV? You watching TV? What commercial is on your TV right now? Right now, at this moment, right now. I ain't watching no TV. I'm watching. I got everything else in here going on. So help me, somebody. Help me. I got 3 people watching. What? Something about the election. And come on, bro, because everybody's voting. But the people that's in the commercial, was it what age group was in the commercial? You said you seen a commercial on something to do about the election. What age group was the commercial? What age group? I mean, you seen it. What age group was the commercial? What age group was the actors playing in the commercial? The age group that was playing the actors that was playing in the commercial. What was their age group? Their age range. Come on, help me out, baby. Help me out, baby. What commercial? What age range was the commercial that you just seen on your TV? Some old white folks and some young black folks. Man, I'm telling you, bro. That is who's voting. That is who is voting. That is who is voting, bro. On every commercial, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see old white folks. You're going to see young black folks. And then you're going to see a mixture in between. You're going to see a mixture in between because that's who is voting, bro. And what's the first thing you see? Medicine. Medicine. Come get this medicine. Come get this pill. Watch out for this side effect. Don't worry about this. And if you do get it and there just happen to be a problem, then come check in and we'll get you paid. What? Hold on. Come take this medicine. Hope it worked for you. Take a trial for it. And if it don't work and you just happen to get some side effects that I already said you was going to get, just come back in, report that problem, and then you'll get a check for it. Who's taking medicine right now? Ain't none of the young folks on my podcast taking it. No medicine. And if you is taking the medicine, it's an Advil or a Aleve, Perky. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, come on, man. That ain't what I'm talking about, bro. We got to be able to use our mind, be able to elevate it, bro. And the ones that's voting is the ones on the commercials. The people that's out there voting is the ones that's on the commercials, man. Trust me. Trust and believe. I didn't believe it until I actually started seeing it. Older white folks, they vote. A lot of older black people don't vote because of the don't voting stereotype, but a lot of black people do vote because of the same reason. Like, we couldn't vote back in the day, so I vote just because I have the right to vote. Just because we have the right to vote. That should be the main. That's the real reason of midnight hour. And I'm getting y'all on here, bro. The real reason why we should be voting as black people is because we have the right to vote. At one point in time, we didn't have the right to vote. Now we have the right to vote. Use your vote. Use it. Use it towards something. And if you ain't never voted, then you can't even sit here and say anything. If you ain't never voted, I can see if you didn't voted once or twice, a third time or something like that, and you just ain't been feeling it, you ain't been getting the results that you've been looking for. But if you ain't never voted, especially as a black man or a black woman, bro, come on, bro. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about because you have not seen the change. You haven't seen what your vote can do. You haven't seen, if you ain't never voted before, you 20, 30, 40 years old and you ain't never voted, you have never seen what your change can do in the community. You don't know what it's like to vote then. You don't know what happens when you vote, bro, because you never actually said, if you actually go into this voting booth, get your ballot, sit down and actually read your ballot and see what it is you saying yes and no to, you like, damn, bro, I do hope, yeah, man, I do hope that this shit happen in my community, bro. Yeah, yes. And then we want to stand up and talk about Black Lives Matter. If there was a vote to say, do Black Lives Matter, would you go and vote for it? Oh no, if there was a question on the ballot that said if Black Lives Matter, yes or no, Would you come and vote? Because you didn't, because obviously if you saying that you didn't vote, obviously you didn't vote for Obama. Obviously you didn't vote for Obama. Sounds like an experience to me. An experience. Man, you talking about voting. If it sounds like a voting experience, well, you got to experience it. You would have to experience the vote. And once you experience the vote and see what it feels like to vote and see the change in your community, yeah, voting, it might not change your community, but if you ever voted on the taxes in your community, for example, Midwest City. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It looked like Midwest City is drying out. It's people's moving and dispersing from Midwest City. Midwest City was the high. Is, I don't know if it still is, but Midwest City was the highest tax bracket in Oklahoma. The highest taxes in Oklahoma was coming out of Midwest City. It was coming out of Midwest City, man, and I think that had to do with a lot of voting, because once that got built up, now you see a lot of things being built around the city, but now the prices has got too high that people's like, okay, now, and then the coronavirus happened. Now I'm like, okay, well, now it's time to move around. It might be time for me to move around now. And that comes with voting, man. I used to vote when I was in the Army and a little bit after I ETS. So why do you choose not to vote? What's the reason behind not voting? If you didn't vote it before and you choose not to vote, what's the reason for not voting? I mean, I asked old girl up earlier on why Miss Lisa on why she didn't vote, and she said it was just a waste of time. I need a real answer on why not vote, because being a waste of time, that's not enough for me. Because it's not a waste of time if the job. That's what I'm saying. If the voting booth opened up at 7 o'clock, if you didn't have to be to work until 9, you had time. If you went at lunch, the job gave you an hour for lunch and an hour after so you can go vote. If you waited till after you got off to work, they stayed open. So as far as not having time to go and vote, you can't say that, bro. There's multiple opportunity and multiple chances to get your vote in. And if you didn't even want to go that route, you could have mailed in your vote. You could have mailed in your ballot. So it's the coronavirus. You wasn't trying to be in the virus or around everybody. Okay, understandable. You can send in your ballot. But I'm trying to understand what's the reason on why not vote? Why not vote? Okay, we got to the point. You it's a waste of time. It's an experience, but why? Because it doesn't change anything. The powers that be are still going to put who they want in office, like how Hillary should have won last time. She should have won, but that's not what the vote said. I can see if it was on some George Bush. I can see if we was having an election like George Bush, when we got to do a recount, because that's what's finna happen, bro. When you got to do a recount 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, and then it still ain't getting solved. We got to go to the Supreme Court, and then we got to go to GSOPs, and then we got to start getting all these other people involved, bro. I'm like, then at that point it's pointless. Yeah, at that point it's pointless. But bro, vote, bro, for Bill Clinton, it didn't look like it was pointless. For Obama, it didn't look like it was pointless. Even for Trump, it didn't look like it was pointless, because that's the vote that voted. People was looking at the situation like, oh, well, it's Hillary Clinton. I'm just not gonna vote. Okay, well, since you not gonna vote, that's okay. You not gonna vote, but they are voting. They gonna vote, and it's landslide. It's one sided. It's one sided. It's all one sided. One sided. One sided. So Hillary may have been the more suitable candidate. She have probably her paperwork and her numbers and her views and her process and maybe what she thought about the president she should be might have been right. That might have been the person that might have been the person that we needed in charge. But at the same time, it's all come down to votes. It come down to votes. So she won the popular vote, which is what you're advocating. I'm not talking about the pop. I'm talking about the overall election. I'm not talking about who's the more popular, because she's not the most popular. If we was going over the popularity, she won the popular vote, but that's because a lot of people didn't believe that Donald Trump was still really running for president. That first election, like for example, I know a lot of people that voted for Kanye West. Kanye West had 5,000 votes. Now, just imagine if Kanye West get back on the ballot and he make a whole run for it. He make a real run for election. Actually putting out, because ain't nobody seen no commercials. And if it was a commercial, it was New York and Brooklyn and Philly and all of them probably seen a commercial. But I didn't see no Kanye West commercial. I'm pretty sure you didn't see no Kanye West commercial, because I ain't seen one. So I'm like, bro, I ain't seen no Kanye West commercial running for president, but yet he had 5,000 votes. So I don't believe it being a popularity contest, because if it was a popularity contest, Donald Trump was going to win. The first time they're like, okay, wait a minute. He really is running for president. Okay, well, when the ballot come out, I'll just vote for him then, if he really running. And then at the same time, everybody downplaying him, everybody talking about him, everybody saying how he won't make it and what he should and shouldn't do in it. Bro, just at least give him a chance. At least give him a chance to see what he can do and what he won't do, at least that much. And bro, from the experience that I've got, Donald Trump has had his chance, bro. He was voted in, he had his chance, he done his time, bro. But I don't think that he needs another 4. Personally. So even if I don't truly believe in all the things that Joe Biden stand for, or the Democratic Party at this time that stand for, I believe that Donald Trump does not need another 4 years as leader of America. And with that being said, that's where my vote is going. Personally, that's where my vote is going. Personally, on that subject, I don't think he needs to be in charge anymore. So that's that. That's on that. And now the rest of it, you're gonna have to read up on your facts and read up on your people and know more what they stand for and who they believe in and what they believe in, and then make your decision as far as that. But I don't think that you should just let the vote just go by without having your say so. She had more votes for America than Trump had lost. How do you explain it? What? She had more votes, not because the people, they're pulling up the last election. They're pulling up the numbers for this election, and they're pulling up the numbers from last election. And she won just like right now. Like if you look at the big picture, it looked like Donald Trump is winning. It looked like he's winning. It looked like he, supposed to be winning. He's supposed to be winning the states. He got more red, but at the same time, you actually looking at like what's going on in that state, who's actually voting in that state. And Oklahoma, for example, Oklahoma is a red state. We are a red state, but how many people voted in Oklahoma? How many? You sitting there saying you didn't even vote? Oklahoma is a red state, and last night they said 60% of the state didn't even vote. 60%. 60% of the state didn't even vote in the election. So what is it to say that Oklahoma really is a red state? Who's to say that Oklahoma really is a red state? But yet, as soon as you get pulled over, or as soon as time to go to pay your mortgage, or as soon as it come time for your loan extension or your bills to be due, you wishing that you had a representative in your corner. Like, come on, man. If you make there's a place for you to make that vote. That's there. Your vote counts. Your vote counts, man. I'm trying to get that out as best as I can. She had more votes. She had more of the statorial votes. She didn't have they pulling up the numbers. They're pulling up the numbers. She's just like how President Trump started off. He started off good. Started off looking like, oh, he finna make a run for his money. He finna make a run for it. He finna be the next president. And then you look up like, nah, never. Now that I say that, never mind. Now that I say it, never mind. And then look at it now, bro. It's still not over. It's still not over because and you see, bro, you see he calling for re-election. Bro, I need a re-election. We gonna have to count him again because these numbers don't seem like they right. They don't seem like they right. We missing some numbers or something. Bro, numbers don't lie. You know that. You know that. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. So why not put your number in with the rest of the numbers? Put your stack of numbers in with the rest of them. You don't believe me and you. So right now we finna have a vote over the coronavirus. Right now you saying you don't believe in the coronavirus and I don't believe in the coronavirus. So if there was a vote going on what we're going to do to overcome the coronavirus, me and you don't believe it. But there's somebody out there that may believe that the coronavirus actually exists and actually know what's going on and actually believe that it's true and really know the symptoms and then been through the rigor, the whole problem and everything. And like, bro, the coronavirus is real. I don't believe in that. But yet we have a vote on what we're going to do. What we're going to do about the coronavirus. I don't believe in it. You just keep living your life, keep getting your money and keep making it to tomorrow. Forget the coronavirus. And we take the mask off, go ahead and live how you live. And then we look up and now everybody is sick and everybody's out there catching it and everybody's out there passing away from it. And the one person that believed us got their mask on still. Well, gee, because you can do whatever you want to in your house. Inside your house, you can do whatever you want to. So if you decide to wear your mask in the house, go ahead. If you want to take your mask off, go ahead. Go ahead. It's whatever you want to do. If you feel like you got the coronavirus and you don't want to wait out your 14 days, that's on you. You feel like that you don't have it, you can touch all the surfaces and move around and move about without no mask on and come back to the house and touch on everything and be a part, act like you ain't. That's on you, man. You can do whatever, no matter what the president say. The president said put a mask on, take a mask off, whatever, and you're still living. Oklahoma doing what they want to do. We're doing what we want to do, bro. They just living how you want to live, doing what we want to do, and then you look up and it's time to elect, and 60% of the whole state ain't even voting. Didn't even vote. Didn't even decide to be like, I don't care about what's going on. But then, so I ain't trying to hear nothing about what's going on about if Trump makes it back into the office. I ain't trying to hear it, bro. I ain't trying to hear about nothing when he makes it back into office on what he should and shouldn't be doing and could. And I don't want to hear it, man, because you didn't place your vote. And if you on the other side, if you believe that he should be staying in and he don't stay in, you didn't place your vote, man. Your vote counts. That's all I'm trying to say, man, is your vote counts. Did you vote? No, you should have. Why? Because it counts. Where does it count at, man? It count in the community, bro. I'm tired. That's how I feel. Trump had that many votes. Hillary had that many votes. These votes came from the American people like you and me, but she lost. How do you explain that? Bro, I'm gonna have to pull back up the numbers just to make sure, bro. Because if it's that close, then it should be a recount. Because if it's within, I think they said if it's within 10% or so many votes, it needs to be a recount. If our votes matter, then, but I mean, bro, like I said, I understand what you're saying and where you're coming from, but it really don't matter to me on who's president. So, like, I voted for Hillary. She didn't get in there. Still got to make it to tomorrow. But at the end of the day, they had the marijuana. They had the marijuana vote. They had the taxes for your Medicaid and Medicare. They had that vote on there. And them is votes that matter. Them is votes that matter, bro. I felt like I needed a weed card. So you definitely got my vote. I care about insurance and my coverage. You got my vote. Well, they thought allowing Kanye West on the ballot, it would draw so much more black votes, so the race would be easier for Trump. That too. That's what I felt like it was for. They put Trump on the ballot. That's really how I feel like they did that. Put Trump on the ballot just to get black votes off of there. Because they knew that the black vote was coming. Because even though, I mean, the only time that black people did go and vote was when they voted for Obama. I feel like black people as a whole could not continue to sit there and let that go on, bro. Y'all couldn't, because he was, even though he might not have said the N word, he was so close to it. He sure had some views and some tendencies that kind of push me like, yeah, he might be, got his ways. But I mean, you got your own way of living in your house, in your own house. So however you live in your house, that's your own way. But I feel like that it eventually, those ways that how he lived by was eventually going to make their way to the American people. And bro, if you feel like he's staying in, if you feel like he's staying in charge is not going to affect you in any kind of way. If you feel like Donald Trump staying in power, staying as president is not going to affect you in any kind of way, then I don't think that this message is for you. Because even though you might not hear him or you might not say him, bro, he's still talking in front of your kids. He still gets up and he still, oh, this is our 45th president. And this is how he acted. Because I'm pretty sure your kid got to go to school and learn about the president. Because what you going to come home and tell him, oh, don't learn about this president. Why not? Well, I don't really truly believe in the way he was thinking and the way he was living. Well, do you vote? No, I don't really vote. Well, technically, you don't have a say so. You see, you see how that go? You see, this is talking to your child. This is going to be talking to your child. So you can't go be mad at your child because when they realize, because at some point in time, they're going to have to vote for themselves. They're going to have to make a vote for themselves, and they're going to have to learn views based off of their parents and their ancestors. So that's just how I feel about it. He said it. We just didn't hear it. I bet I know he did it probably at his house. At his house at one of them conferences of them damn niggers. You know how he got them little tight lip. I didn't really do anything. The niggers was over there tripping, and I didn't know. If we could just recount the votes and recount the nigger votes, then I think we can get it. With the little swoop and shit. But that's just what he be on. So man, that's just how I feel it, bro. I done gave y'all an hour, man. So I know y'all from Oklahoma. That's what I'm on the midnight. I want to know if y'all voted, man. I want to know if y'all voted. If y'all didn't vote, then my kids are homeschooled. We voting for Jesus. Yeah. I pray over all the children, but you can't keep them like that forever. You can't keep them like that forever because, eventually they're going to want to know what's going on outside. And even if not, I hope it don't be a crisis. Because if it's a something happens or a dilemma or a crisis go on and they've been in the house and never understood what goes on outside the house, how they gonna be able to adapt and continue to grow? We will have them all drinking bleach for breakfast. That's funny. Man, I've been giving it to y'all for the hour now, man. This is the midnight hour, and I'm just trying to figure out if y'all vote, man. That's all I want to know. Did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote, bro? That's all I want to know, bro, because they saying 60% of Oklahoma didn't vote. So I just want to know if you voted or not, bro. I'm asking if you can say yes or no. That's all I want to know. I don't care who you voted for. I just want to know if you voted or not, because there's a lot of things going on in our community, in our state as a whole, and you could have voted to make a change, to make a difference. Truly, if it me personally, I mean, we didn't made a little bit of change because we got the black sheriff. He's not a sheriff, bro. Tommy Johnson is a I don't know. He wasn't a judge. He was the sheriff. It is your sheriff. Tommy Johnson, sheriff, right there. Boom. Tommy Johnson, he is the sheriff. First black sheriff in Oklahoma, had made history in Oklahoma for the first time. And I feel like I feel like I helped with that. Shout out to Tommy, bro. I hope you was listening to the midnight hour, bro. I got a proposition to help our black youth. You know what I'm saying? If not, just come in, holler at me, man. It's no middle name. I forgot what I was talking about. Nope. I forgot what I was talking about, bro. My bad. Dang, I forgot what I was talking about. My bad. But yeah, Tommy, man, yeah, I'm glad he got in. I'm glad he got in too. And he can handle some business too. So that's Tommy Johnson the third. Yeah, and he a third. Let's go. He making change. Let's start with the third. So he gonna handle the police sheriff duties, and I'm gonna handle the midnight hour, and we're gonna try to find a way to make it work for all of our young black males. Tommy Johnson, man, our new chief sheriff of the black community. Give him a hand. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. And I felt like I helped with that. Me personally, I feel like I helped with that because I done been to the court system. I done been down to the judge and the jury, and I done seen them people, and they just be overlooking the black men and be overlooking. And if you ain't got no lawyer, they definitely doing you wrong. So every time I got a chance to vote, I was telling no judge, nope, no, you can't retain office. No, you can't stay in office. Nope. He need to be out of there. Nope. And then once I seen him, oh yeah, this is what we need right here, man. So I just hope that with the voting that I've done and then led up to this point, I hope that it may change. It may change to me. I'm proud of my vote. I felt like I done that. We got a black man in the in our community that's the now police sheriff. I felt like I done that with my vote, bro, and I'm satisfied with that. Bro. And now all I do is sit back and watch to see what happens to our criminal system, our judicial system coming out of Oklahoma. Black Lives Matter. Well, let's see. We got a black sheriff. Let's see. I got all my Black Lives Matter gear, and that's, you see what I'm saying? If we standing up for something, if we're going to stand up for something, Black Lives Matter, well, we have a black sheriff now in office. And I felt like I done that by placing my vote. Man. So now it's up to him to do his job as the leader of the sheriffs. That's all I can do, bro. Pray for him and hope that God gives him the strength and the wisdom to overcome the odds. And I hope that he tunes into the midnight hour and finds out how to level up, because tomorrow's not promised. We got to find a way to level up before tomorrow, baby. We got to find a way to level up tomorrow. That's why it's the midnight hour. It ain't midnight yet, but we got to find a way to level up before we do. Got to show love. Got to continue to show love. Got to continue to show love, man. Did you vote? Did you vote? That's what I'm asking. This is the midnight hour. I'm asking if you voted. Did you vote? No. Why? Why? And it ain't because you ain't got enough time, because you clearly got time. You clearly had time. Clearly had time. My man said it's because it's a waste of time. His vote is not getting through. Well, I mean, you gotta make a more meaningful vote. Be behind your vote, because I'm in the booth, bro. I'm in the booth. He gotta do something first, bro. Can't just give him credit because he's black. Why not? Why not, bro? Why not? He's the first black man to be a sheriff in Oklahoma. Why not give him credit just for that? It ain't been no other. It ain't been no other black man to be the sheriff, and we got our first black man as sheriff, bro. I'm pretty sure you being a black man and being the age that you is, you done been involved with the police at some point in time. Whether it might not have been getting sent to jail, but I'm pretty sure it's either been some looks. It's probably been some type of hostility. It's been something that shouldn't have had happen. Being a black man in America, in Oklahoma, I'm pretty sure you deal with some form of police brutality. And hoping that you can tell somebody or find a way that, bro, I've been wrongly convicted, or I've been falsely accused of these actions. And now we have a chief, bro. Not saying, I mean, yeah, he still got to go and perform. He still got to go and he still got to do his job and still got to get it done. But I mean, you got to go and vote. Why not give him a chance? Why not give him a chance? But I mean, that's faith. That's the faith that we live. That's the faith that we live on, bro. We faith that we, and that's one reason that I see that we have so many problems as black males. As black males, I mean, I might not know you. I might not hang out with you or conversate with you, but I bet you as soon as we come together on an opportunity, bro, why wouldn't I let you try to give your best? Try to perform at your best. Me and you come together and try to find a way, because I mean, bro, we trying to find a way to level up individually, but if we came together to try to figure out a way to make some money or overcome or come be, you know what I'm saying, bro? I would come with open arms. Open arms, like, bro, come on, bro. I don't have a problem with coming and voicing your opinion on the podcast. I don't have a problem with saying what needs to be said and openly speaking your mind. But as soon as you do, oh, nah, bro, nah, you ain't gonna get no credit. Why I gotta give you accountable? You black, you need to stay. You gotta, that's what I'm saying. So instantly, I already gotta be on my warrior game. I already have to be on A game. I gotta come out on A game already. Because some don't want me in the charge, and some is already expecting so much before I even do anything. We ain't never had a black man in office. Never had a black man in office, and now we got a black man in office, and before he even has a chance to even prove himself, he already has a bar that he has to set. He has a bar that he has to reach first before he can even be qualified as acceptable by the race. Our own race, our own black people. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Not saying that, oh, because I'm voting for him now. Bro, I believe that the people before him has not done the job. And I believe that with him stepping up as a black man, he clearly knows what we going through. There might be other states that got other black communities and black deputies, but we as Oklahomans has not had that. So, bro, I'm all behind him, bro. I'm all behind him voicing his opinion and standing up, even if he don't do anything but voice his opinion to the other cops in the community. Bro, y'all cannot continue to go out on the job in the patrol thinking that it's okay to do black men this way. As long as that gets passed, bro, I feel like he done his job, bro, as a black deputy. Saved a couple kids from being railroaded in the community, and he got my vote, bro. He got my vote because that ain't happened never. That ain't never happened. That ain't never happened. They just started letting black people out, and the first thing they gonna do is go get the girls. They go get all the girls out for weed charges. I'm talking about the black men. Come on, man. We're talking about the black men, but you see what I'm saying? So that's all I'm on is if you went and voted. Learn to build each other up. We have to build each other up. We technically we don't even have to build each other up. We just have to support each other, because black people already walk around with this sense of power and accomplishment. We already walk around like that. So just a little push or a little pat on the back, like for example, the black female. I see you looking good, ain't he, like you always do. So I know tomorrow finna be fly for you. Tomorrow finna be extravagant for you. Just that little bit of compliment, because you always got your hair done. You got your purple shining, looking all extravagant like you do. So as soon as you step on the stage, you already ready to overcome all odds. And just that little bit of uplifting, bro, I'm pretty sure tomorrow's gonna be on fire, regardless of who's president, regardless of who's the commissioner, because at the end of the day, it's supposed to be for a 4-year program. He's only in charge for 4 years. This is a 4-year program. Rome ain't built in one day. Your investments don't turn around in one night. It's gonna take some time. You got to actually see what this man is talking about and where he's coming from. That's the standard for every black or white. I'm sure he's not the first to run for the position either. He's the first to be selected for the position. I mean, we didn't have multiple run for the position, but they ain't never been elected. We ain't never been elected. And like I said, bro, the people that I know that has been involved with the criminal system need a break. The people that I know that's been involved with the police brutality and stuff like that need a break. So why not have someone else in charge to know what you're going through? That's the only thing I see. Now that I didn't place my vote, and now that it's in, now we just have to wait and see how it plays out. That's it. And if it don't play out the way it was supposed to, then obviously I picked the wrong person. Let's get the next guy in here to see what he's talking about. And that's just what I feel. That's just what I feel should be going on. Because if we know as American people that we made the wrong choice, like, hey, bro, okay, yeah, it was a popularity vote, and I think that Donald Trump he might have been the wrong choice. He might have been the wrong choice for presidency. Own up to the mistake. Let's go back into the ballot or back into the voting polls and make a change. And that's all I'm saying, bro. Because if Black Lives Matter, if you trying to find a way to live in this everyday lifestyle, bro, a vote wouldn't hurt. And even if you don't vote, even if you don't care about voting, even if voting ain't for you, I ask you to vote for your children. Me personally, I'm asking you to vote for your children. They can't vote for themselves. I ask you to vote for them. And when you vote for them, I just ask that you do a little bit of research, because you do research before you send your kids to the school. You do a little bit of research before you let your kid take the shot. We had a black president and we are still being treated unjustly, bro. See, I was waiting for somebody to say something about that. Yeah, we did have a black president, but that's where, again, it comes into paying attention and knowing what you're voting for. Because we had a black president, but we had a lot of crooked and white senators and Republicans standing behind him. So every time he tried to go and place a bill or get something approved or go and show some move, they was shooting it down. Nah, don't do that. Nope. We'll just save our money for the next president. No, don't. No, you're not the man for the job. You the black man, but we not gonna do that. We not gonna, because even though the president is the head of the United States, he still has to answer to the people in the background. They're not gonna give that man no one man all that power. I don't care what you call it. Even if Trump, even with Trump being the president, bro, he does not have the power just to do whatever he want to do, and that's what they trying to show him. I mean, yeah, you're the president, and obviously you can own Twitter and you can say what you want to on Twitter, and yeah, you can, have your own says, but bro, laws is laws, and these bylaws is set in place for a reason, and ain't no one man over the law. No one man over the law, and the law comes from votes, bro. But only way law come about is from voting. There would have been no law if nobody voted on a law. Let there be law. If it didn't nobody vote on it, it wouldn't be. Nah, bro. We don't need law. We don't need no structure. We just gonna be out here being heathens and we just live in any old kind of way. That's basically what you saying when you decide to not vote. You just gonna live any kind of way. Any kind of way, because obviously if you're not voting, you don't care too much of what goes on in the as far as worldly. So what's gonna be different with a black sheriff? He just a face, and if the black sheriff don't make any changes, if he come in don't make any changes, then yeah, he'll just be a black face. He'll just be a black face that came in and held a position until his time ran out. And I hope that is what don't happen. That's why I went and did the research on the man before I elected him to be the sheriff. I went and looked him up. I went and looked up his views, went and looked up what he stand for and what he believe in. I mean, I didn't had a conversation with you. I didn't talk to you and sit down with you for a little bit of time, and I didn't got you to be on the podcast and be hearing me out. You could have took the stuff that I was saying and been like, bro, bump what he's saying. He gonna have to prove himself to me before I get on the midnight hour. He gonna have to prove himself to me before I get on the show or get up on the midnight hour or get on his podcast. He gonna have to prove himself to me, and I feel like I'm doing it. I feel like I'm doing it, bro. So I mean, just step out on that leap of faith and get a man a chance. This is the first black man that we ever had. Even if he don't get it done, at least he held the position. At least that much. Obama was president, so he didn't get nothing done. So he was just another black face that wasted time. Shit, the man is on my shirt. Hell no, he didn't waste my time. He showed me that there's something that can be done out here as a black man. If you go ahead and make the right choices, put yourself in the right position, line yourself up for it, man, you can put yourself in the position for it. What black people voted on the laws and Constitution? None of them, because we didn't have the right to vote. No black person did. But now that we do, you just, oh well, I gotta vote, but I ain't gonna vote. I ain't gonna use it. I gotta vote, so I'm not gonna use it because I'm black. I'm not gonna vote. I gotta vote, and I'm not gonna use it because my ancestors was traumatized for it. I gotta vote, and I'm not gonna use it because my past has shown me not to use my vote. I'm like, bro, that don't make no sense. That's not making sense. I'm asking. There's people that have been that's tuning in. I'm asking, what is the reason for not voting? I still don't see your reason for not voting. I still don't see. And even if your vote didn't count, bro, you still should just get in there and vote. I mean, you ain't finna vote again for another 4 years. You ain't finna vote again for 4 years from now. So whatever do or don't come from voting ain't gonna matter no way. Ain't gonna matter no way. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just I'm gonna go to work for 2 extra hours that they know that you're not supposed to be here for. Any other time you'll be taking the time off, or you'll take the vacation days, or you'll take the leave of absence. But when I give you 2 hours for free to go vote, you don't want to use that time to go vote, or at least use it to do something election wise. See what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. So in the 2 hours that was given to go vote, what was done? Since we are black men, we trying to find a way to level up and communicate. Because I mean, if you didn't vote, since you didn't vote or not voting, what are you doing for your community? Since you're not voting and you don't choose to vote, what are you doing for your community? What are you doing for your community to make change? Since you don't vote, and the voting is not going to make any changes of the laws and stuff like that, what are you doing to change your community? That's even if you are trying to change your community. Some people done accepted the fact and the reality of it ain't gonna never change, so I'm gonna just live in it as is. And if that's how you feel, if that's how you think, and that's your mentality, then bro, I have nothing else to say, because obviously you have to develop a greater sense of thinking before we can even have a further conversation. Because like I said, I'm on the midnight hour and we doing something different. We finding ways to level up and make it to that next level. We got to find ways to make it to that next level. And if you still in 2020, if you still think that the vote does not count, bro, we got to say we grown men. I didn't had a chance to vote at least 3 to 4 times now. 3 to 4 times now. And on the ballot, it's been something different every time. It's been something different on the ballot every time. But I feel like personally, my votes have been counting. Personally. That's what I truly feel. So, bro, I ain't got nothing else, man. I'm just trying to see. I was just trying to see why y'all didn't vote and why wasn't nobody voting in Oklahoma. There's so many different things going on. I'm just trying to see why y'all not voting. But it don't seem like nobody has a real answer on why they didn't vote. It still don't have I don't see it. So I bet you go get that next Kanye album though. You get that next Kanye album. I bet you download that next mixtape. You're gonna download that next mixtape and have the next album popping. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because our votes count as a community, as a whole, as a nation. I actually get out in the community every week and try to pursue our people into coming together in unity. How? What? I mean, where would you get them to come to? Where are they coming to? Are they coming to a community center? Are you getting them to come to a community center, or just this is like I'm trying to figure out like what are we doing here? Because when you was out in the community, did you see a lot of fatherless children? A lot of fatherless households? When you was out in the community, and where do you think most of those fathers are? Me personally, I think that some of them are in jail sitting on a petty crime. Personally, I think many of those in my community, I don't know about everybody's community, but I know in my community, there's a lot of fatherless children out there, and most of them fatherless children are incarcerated because of a petty crime. A lot of brotherless families, a lot of uncle-less families are because of the brother or the uncle has been incarcerated over a petty crime. And I feel like with the vote towards 805, that could have made a change. I mean, yeah, that too. But then, see, because then the battle for, because then we're going to be talking about a battle for religion, just like how you get people to come to Christ, come to God. I'm gonna say God, because with that being said, a lot of people believe in a lot of different things. A lot of people have a lot of, especially being in America, there's religion that is pulled and being directed in so many different ways. So when you go to try to bringing people towards God, a lot of people have a lot of different views and a lot of different opinions on how their household should be. And just like how you go about getting people to believe their faith and what they stand for, you also have to give that same faith to the law of the land, because that says it in the Bible too, that even though, you know what I'm saying, you living by the word of the God of God and by the land, you know, you also have to live by the laws of the land. And one of the laws of the land is to vote, to be a part of a democracy. Shoot, some of our black men don't find God's laws until they get to jail. A lot of them don't find them laws until they get to jail, man. And by that time, you see what I'm saying? By that time, they're sitting in there for a petty crime that they can come home on. And one of the actual laws is to release that man on that petty crime. That's what I'm on. If that's how we seeing it, God's gonna keep him out of jail. I pray to God it do. I pray to God that it do. But some of them don't find God until they get to jail. And then by then they sitting praying and asking, how can they get out of the situation they in, or how can they be removed from it? And people like us sitting on the outside can vote for a bill to be passed that can help them in that situation. That's what the vote does. That's what voting does for me, because I know people right now that's sitting down on some petty crimes, wishing they can get an appeal, wishing they can get something different of the outcome, wishing they can get a lawyer to come talk, but the lawyer ain't finna come because we just said no to the 805. We just said no to the bill. So you're going to have to find another way, or sit your 4 until the bill come back around. Religion is made up, but the spirit is for real. You can't knock the spirit. You can't knock the spirit. Religion is made up, and you can believe in whoever you want to believe in, and you can walk around with all kind of crosses and crucifixions and all whatever you want to, what you want to believe in. But the spirit and how you feel is real. The spirit and how you feel is real. You can't deny that. So when you know wrong is wrong and you continue to do wrong, you feel that. And when you do right and when you feel right, bro, it's not. And I feel by voting, it feels right to me. By voting, it feels right to me, man. By not, it's something I feel out of place by not voting. For one, is because people, ancestors, my grandpa and grandpa's grandpa didn't have the right to vote. They didn't have the right to vote. So now that we are living amongst each other and we actually do have the right to vote, that's the one reason I'm never not voting. I'm never not voting, because they said we couldn't vote. So now that they said we can vote, I'm finna make sure that they hear my vote, or at least see that I'm part of a voting process. That's the first reason. Second reason is because I have children and I have communities and I have people that I believe in, and I believe that can make a change out here in this world, but they just need a little bit of help. For example, our schools. The bill 814 was for the schools, man. And they said no. I felt like that was for the schools, our teachers. I feel like the bills is for our teachers, our taxes and community, but that's what the bills is for. And if you don't believe it, then I guess you just pay the higher tax. Then you go ahead and pay the higher tax for the streets and the sidewalks and the signs and stuff like that, and then I'll just pay my regular taxes for my mortgage. And if you don't care about, as I'm saying, for people like that, for 60% of American or for Oklahomans that didn't vote, I think that's what should happen. For everybody that don't vote, that should be taken out of extra tax. There should be an extra tax taken out for the people that don't vote. An extra sales tax for everybody that don't vote. And then let that sales tax go towards the improvements that they keep requesting on, like the school funding and the police funding and the firefighter funding, and what we're gonna do about downtown and the architectural and the cows and stuff like that. Yeah, man, we trying to get votes done. We trying to see what we need to be doing about the community, but we getting 60% of Oklahoma. That's more than half. More than half of the state is not even voting. And if that's the case, go ahead, bro. Just not even vote. We're just gonna go ahead and take out your little percentage for not voting, and you'll see it on the curbside or street signs or stop signs or something like that. And that's what I think. That's why a bill should have been passed for the 814 anyway. I can respect that in just saying don't put all of your trust in that crap. No, I'm not putting all of the trust. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that put all the trust. I believe in God. That's where all my trust is. I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. He died on the cross for our sins, rose back again on the third day with all power over heaven and earth. And I'm gonna believe that to the day I die. And with that being said, man, I just feel like that's what I stand on. But at the same time, we still have to operate in this everyday lifestyle. We still have to operate in this everyday commute. I mean, what I believe in and how my household is, that's just what I got going on inside the house. That's all. That's it. At the end of the day, I gotta go outside. I gotta go to the grocery store. I gotta go down to the library. I gotta go to the school. I gotta go down to the job and deal with all these different attitudes and all these different behaviors in the commutes and stuff like that. I just pray that, or I just vote that the lifestyle that I hope is as close to the lifestyle that I got inside my house. And the only way that I can do that is by voting. I can't tell nobody to live like how I live in my house, but there is a tax that's available to try to raise the school. There's a tax on tobacco that'll help out the school fund. And right now, our schools look like they need the funding. I don't see what the problem is by passing that bill. There's a kid in my community that misses his dad. A kid in our community that misses his brother or his uncle, and they are at home or in jail sitting because of a petty crime. 805, pass that bill, bro. Send him home, bro, and come on home. Now he could come home, he mess up again and get back out there doing it again. Now I can't help with that, but I do think that we should have passed 805 and 814 for our future, for the next four, especially for our next 4 years. And as far as congressional, Kendra Horn and Stephanie Bice, like I said, Kendra Horn, you done already been on the seat. I don't think that anybody that's been on the seat before needs to retain any seating, especially coming out of Oklahoma. Anybody that's still sitting on the seat congressionally that's in Oklahoma does not need to be there, because I don't see anything that's being done in our state. And shit rolls downhill. So in order for a change to happen, send that change back up to the top. Change the top, and I bet you the bottom will change. If you change the top, the bottom is bound to change. And if it's not, it's going to change eventually. So if you didn't already been in there, Miss Kendra Horn, I mean, yeah, she's a Democrat. But like I said, her views and her philosophies and the stuff has already been put out. And if it has not affected us or made any change, it's time for somebody else to come in. We need somebody else's view, some more spice, some more game, some more new energy, to new field to bring into this Oklahoma atmosphere. And if we can do that, bro, we can be better. We can be better. So as far as did you vote? I mean, honestly, that's on you, bro. It's on you, man. You did or you didn't, but it counted. And like I said, right now, you see what's going on, man. They are still talking about it. They been talking about this for 2 days. They finna be talking about it for a while now. And I feel like right now they talking about my vote. They ain't talking about yours specifically because Oklahoma's vote has already been counted. Like, I mean, technically, if Oklahoma wasn't a red state, Joe Biden would already be a winner. So Oklahoma is still in the say-so because he still need to finish out what he got going on. I know it's hard for y'all to understand, but man, hey, if you're a black man, I feel like if you should be voting. And if you don't feel like you should voting, I'm asking, could you vote? Could you vote for your kids? Could you vote for your community? Could you vote for no middle name in the midnight hour? I'm just asking. If the answer is no, that's cool. But when 4 years come about, bro, I don't want to hear what needs to happen with the school system and your kids if you never made the vote. I don't want to hear about the criminal system and how they treating black lives in this pandemic if you never made the vote. I don't want to hear nothing about the taxes and what should be being done about the taxes if you never made the vote. And if you never make the vote or never make it again, then I mean that I guess that's how you live. That's how your opinion. But like I said, man, your kids got to grow up in this world. And I get you, but they pray to Jesus and think. I mean, like I said, yeah, I pray to God too, and I hope that He overcome all obstacles. God, I put it in God's hands, and but I'm saying, bro, if He's the president and He presses the button, we all going. So I just hope and pray that everybody is right spiritually. As I'm saying, if you don't care about you know, presidency and politics and all that, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how to make you believe it, because then you're gonna get up and go to work. You're gonna get up and go to work and pay taxes. What's the reason? Why do you pay taxes? You might as well just go tax exempt and then try to find a way to pay the taxes at the end of the year. You might as well not worry about the mailman coming to drop you off any mail. Since you don't pay no taxes, we're not gonna bring you no mail. Don't worry about no mail. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about health care. You don't pay taxes. Don't worry about health. Don't come to the hospital and ask, can you get looked at? Our grandparents and parents votes did nothing for us. Just my opinion. If I'm wrong, show me what changed for the better for our people. Well, voting freed the slaves. I mean, yeah, the slaves ran in the Underground Railroad, but there was a bill passed saying we're not gonna be slaves, bro. That's not happening. That's not happening, bro. There is a bill that allows you to protect yourself, which is the Second Amendment right. You have the right to say, you have the right to defend yourself. The First Amendment, you have the right to say, you have the freedom of speech. You can say whatever it is you want to say. See, and that's what I come see, that's the real reason we are voting. That's why I say we should be voting, because if we were overseas, if we was overseas right now, people overseas don't have the right to vote. Y'all just have to deal with whatever's going on right at that time. If President Trump came in and was like, all right, everybody worshiping the devil, and whoever don't worship the devil is getting killed on sight. You ain't coming over here in my neighborhood and busting no cap in my ass. Well, in order for you to be able to do that, you got to live by the Second Amendment. Second Amendment gives you the right to bear that arm. If not, then you bro, they letting you have it. They letting you have it. So I'm like, man, it's just, that's what goes on, man. That's what goes on, man. That's what goes on. And I'm like, bro, that's what gotta happen. What have my grandparents done and what my parents have done? They have voted. They have voted. The vote for streets, sidewalks. It might not seem like it's that much, but I mean, when you walk into school, I would rather walk on the sidewalk than walk in somebody's grass or in the street. That's a bill. That's a bill. That's on the that's one of the bills that be on the ballot. Where did your student have did your child have to go to another school because the school closed down or consolidated down? That was one of the bills that was passed. How's your health coverage? That's one of the bills that was passed, man. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. We got that. I don't understand why. And then being in the military, you should have a understanding of why bills and amendments and things are in place of why they are. Go read some history, man. I'm like, man, because we wasn't able to vote at one point in time, and now that we can, bro, I think that voting should be a mandatory for all Black people. If you have the right to vote and are taking in the voting process, I think you should be voting as a Black person. You should really vote as a Black person because we didn't have the right to vote. They literally took the right to vote. This is one of the dudes from the school. He go to the school. We go to the school. We be chopping up all the time. We be chopping up all the time like this. And I'm glad he's giving his views and his opinions because I'm trying to understand what everybody else is on. Not saying that he's not wrong. Not saying that he's not wrong because at the end of the day, when you sit back and you watch the news and you watch the podcasts and you watch what's going on, you can at some point in time you can sit back like, bro, you can kind of feel like ain't nothing getting done. We didn't have this president in for 8 years and ain't nothing getting accomplished. We didn't have this person in charge for 8 years and these views and these changes have not been adjusted. Why not? At the same time, that's where it comes to voting because you got one group of people that believe one way, but then you don't vote on the rest of it. And then everybody else that backs him or supposed to be backing him up is not there to support him. Like President Obama, for example. President Obama won the presidential election. Underneath President Obama was all Republicans, Republican House of Representatives, Republican Senate, Republican chairmen and all that was all Republicans. So every time he wanted to do something, he had to go talk to these people that didn't view or see the same thing that he viewed. Nah, bro, I don't think that we should be doing anything for the schools. Nah, I don't think we should be doing all that for Medicare and health coverage. Nah, I don't think that we should be doing that for our seniors. And then the next president come around and they like, something didn't happen that ain't been happening for a while, and now you can start to see the fall through. And then you want to look at the country and then say that the country's divided. The country is not divided. I'm literally looking at it, bro. We view the same things. Republicans and Democrats review the same thing. We just got to get more people out to voice their opinion. That's it. For example, the Republicans believe in lower taxes. They believe in restrictions in abortion. They believe in the free market and the capitalism. That's what Republicans believe. Democrat believe in social equality, protecting the environment, and voting rights in the minorities. One thing that I don't believe in that they do is the religious groups that come about and the restrictions on minorities. I don't think that minorities is a problem. If you're a minority and you want to be in America, pull up. Pull up. We got land. We got jobs, bro. And if not, we should be able to make some. That's just how I feel. It's enough. I don't think that we should be. But yeah, we'll go and send money to overseas for to feed the children. We'll go adopt the child, and we'll go and spend all this money for the children in Africa. But the people that's right next door to us, we don't even want to have nothing to do with. And that's what's going on in America. We don't even want to have nothing to do with the man, our neighbor. We don't have nothing to do with our neighbor, but we'll go and spend some money for some a foreign car or some foreign items, but won't buy nothing in America. And look at where's the money going in America? Like, come on, man. But I'm saying, bro, it's a lot of views and a lot of things that both parties have that I do believe that can make America great, can make America successful. Both parties, Republican and Democrat, can come together and truly make America great, can truly make America a better place. But it's going to really take for us to make votes. And if 60% of Oklahoma alone is not even voting, not undecided, I can see if they was undecided and just this time we're going to just choose somebody different. I'm talking about it's 60% of Oklahoma that's not even voting. That's, I mean, it's not negative. That's just how he feels. That's just how he feels. Why he on her being so negative? That's just how he feels. There's no negativity on the midnight hour. Everybody has their own views and their own opinion, and we just trying to find a way to level up. And I feel like in this point of the midnight hour, making a vote could level you up to the next level. How will it level you up, bro? It can level up your community. And I keep stating that again, and it sounds like I keep just saying the same thing over and over. But bro, that's really what voting is for. Voting is for the community. Just go look at the ballot. I put a ballot on it. Go look at the ballot. Go look at the ballot. It's for the community. All the judges in your area, all of the councilmen in your area, congresswoman and man in your area. Who's the sheriff of your area? You see what I'm saying? And then we want to talk about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter by voting. They matter by voting, bro. And now you can see it because Oklahoma has their first black sheriff. Money freed the slaves. I'm not even going to speak on that, bro. I'm not being negative, man. It's just dialogue with my brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just new people. She ain't been subscribed. We trying to get subscribers up. So once I get the subscribers up, it'll be more of a back and forth conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying about us unfriendly as black people starting up our own America inside America, if that's what makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense. And that's why you have the independent parties. You have independent parties, but then when it comes to the independent parties, everybody is independent and doing their own thing. Like, for example, Kanye West. Kanye West was an independent party. He's an independent party standing on his own beliefs and his own views. And out of Oklahoma, 5,000 of those people felt like they believed in what he had going on. But is that enough to run a country? Because let's be honest. Let's be honest. If that was our step, if we divided up and everybody went independent, there's no more Democrat, there's no more Republic. We're just gonna be one big country with multiple independent political views and political backgrounds and ethnic backgrounds and stuff like that. Eventually, we will start migrating to our own race. We will start migrating to our own race. Yeah, it's individual, but blacks gonna vote for blacks, Latinos for Latinos, white for whites. Now we got 3 votes. We back to the 3 votes, and then now it's going to be back to it's going to be back to a majority rules or a popularity contest. And that's not the purpose of voting. The voting is not a purpose because you are the most popular. the voting process is not because you just happen to be the new and hip person at the time, bro. We need people that can be leaders, that can understand what we got going on, that can actually get things done and accomplish goals based off of how you view the things going on in your household. And I'm like, man, that's how we got to be able to do that right there. And if not, then it's going to make it hard, not just for the black community, not just for the white community, but us as people growing in this country. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be, I've been on here long enough, bro. I've been here for 2 hours, so I'm gonna call it what it is. But I just want to know why my Oklahoma people was not going out to go vote. 60%. That's not a good look, guys. That's not a good look. Even if you don't feel like voting, vote for your kids. Vote for somebody else. Or just, even if you don't even care, but you go ask your kid, bro, who you think need to be president? You got the blue or red? Whoever they choose, bro, go make the vote, bro, and see if it don't make a difference in your life, man. It's gonna make a change, man, because it's more to voting than just who's president. Trust me. So this is a No Middle Name production. I approve this message. This is the midnight hour. I hope we find different ways to level up and make it to that next level. And with that being said, man, I gotta call it what it is, man. This is the midnight hour, man. Subscribe. Subscribe. Right now, Brody. Tap into the next one, bro. Hit that button. Subscribe. Hit that bell. This is a Middle Name production. I approve this message. Y'all see it. Y'all heard it. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? All black until change. All black until change, baby. It's No Middle Name. I approve this message. This is the midnight hour. Subscribe.